position. While these tanks continue to push up. So Flash does look like he is indeed attempting to do the stall tactic. While these tanks with siege mode push up, and that one Wraith going to take out that barracks. And going to cause some problems for any sort of future factory plans. So Flash going to indeed need to either keep that barracks alive or rebuild it, or make sure his factories don't come under fire, which I don't think will be too big a deal because they are securing space. And you see Hwasin there with 4 factories, so indeed going to go more of the ground route, just that lone Wraith now, just to scout. I'm not sure if that was well with it, but I'm sure he's going to be making indeed those spider mines, taking out a couple tanks here. And while they're sitting up for siege mode, the vultures just quickly coming in and taking out the other one. I do feel that Hwasin's going to quickly transition to dropships as soon as he feels he has enough force to secure this middle, but Flash is well encamped up on that. I believe that is a ramp, and indeed the dropship, excuse me, coming out here. So basically Flash going to stall here, already with taking the 4th expansion, well, technically 3rd expansion, taking the 4th base here at the 4 o'clock position, and going to be content to just try and starve out Hwasin here, hoping, but Hwasin already has 2 dropships, going to go drop on the main. I'm not sure if Flash saw the dropships. I don't think he did. It will be a little too late if Flash, or if Hwasin rather, can come in. There is a turret up, but there's actually 2 there. Some tanks already sieging up, being quite clever on that, but I do think that, oh, actually, Hwasin being pushed back entirely here, not even taking out that turret. I would have thought he would have wanted to, excuse me, but Flash being quite quick on his reactions, leaving some tanks at his base, sieging up, taking that 2nd gas, or the 3rd gas rather. So Hwasin really needs to do some expanding here. He is expanding there at the 12 o'clock position. I'm not sure why he chose that spot. It is rather close, but if Flash does indeed go to expand again, that will most likely be the first spot he checks. However, if Flash is just looking to take out bases, he won't check there first. So indeed, sort of a mind game here, and pulling those turrets out in the middle, fearing cloaked wraiths, but I don't think there are any coming. I'm not sure if the starport has a control tower, but I don't think it does. I think Flash, or Hwasin rather, is going to just rely on dropships here. But so for now, just a bit of a stall, but it does look like Flash is quite a bit comfortable in his economic lead with the 4 bases, and Hwasin's yet to get his 3rd up, building in the meantime. But and Flash actually taking a 5th base at the 6 o'clock position, and turrets continuing to drop. Looks like Hwasin was trying to expand that, but Flash already having 2 or 3 turrets up with some forces there. So Hwasin going for another expansion, going for the other 2. So essentially, Flash controls the bottom and the right side, excuse me, and Hwasin controls the top and the left side of the map. But Flash did have the 2 expansions at least for much longer. So it'll be interesting to see who can make the first move here. It does look like Flash now with a dropship, lots of force. It looks like he will be dropping in. Only 1 turret at the moment. The 2nd one being built, but not in range, and the tank's indeed going down. This is going to be bad for Hwasin. I do think his dropships are at the top there, near Flash's base, but I don't think Flash is going to bother, or Hwasin rather, is going to bother coming all the way around. He's just going to drop in Flash's base. But you see those units up at the top. Tanks coming in here, but Hwasin is going to be late on the dropship, and indeed he is bringing the dropships in. Not opting for a counterattack, feeling his base is going to fall faster, although there are not that many forces from last year, but Hwasin obviously not knowing that, and defending this quite successfully, not losing anything. Indeed, that control tower is up, but I don't think it's going to be any sort of cloaked wraiths here, but so quite an interesting match here. Both players, you see starports, lots of starports being built. I believe that's 4. Nope, that's a science facility, 3 starports. So we might see, depending if that physics labs come up, we might see battle cruisers here, but I don't think that will play too big of a part. They are rather slow, but if Flash can keep those hidden for long enough, then indeed Hwasin will be in some big trouble. You see there the tanks coming in to support this ridge and try and take it, wrestle out of Hwasin's control. If Flash can capture this and indeed expand there, he will be up 6-4 bases, and will be quite comfortable. You see this comsat going off repeatedly, trying to keep that vision up there, gonna take out that turret and then just use those dropships, bring them in while that turret's being built still. and drop lots of vultures and marines in here. So definitely Hwasin gonna lose this ridge. Flash gonna take it quite comfortably. It'll be interesting to see if Flash goes to the expand right away. I don't see any force from Hwasin, but indeed it is the first-person view, so I'm not sure. And you see all those starports getting patrol towers and the physics lab going up, so I do feel battlecruisers are imminent here. Although there are lots of turrets there you see along the right side of Hwasin's main. But I'm not sure it's gonna bother Flash too much, because once he gets the Yamato cannon, it won't really matter. And you see those forces there from Hwasin coming up, gonna try and keep that base at least neutral. Hwasin has lost it, but if Flash doesn't mind from it, it won't be too big a deal for Hwasin until. But the longer this goes, the longer Flash is up in bases. Obviously, the worse it's gonna be for Hwasin. So gonna try and drop in here, or possibly not. And you see Flash there, well fortified in the middle, content to just sort of wait out the resource war. And I do feel that since he is stalling here with that armor going up, he is going to be going for some battlecruisers, and definitely try and push for the win. Because even if Hwasin can see the battlecruisers soon enough and switch to glass, Flash does still have a sizable force of tanks sitting out in the middle there and up at that 12 o'clock position, as you see there now, taking out the refinery. That the glass won't be too much of a bother. I do feel that Flash is going to try and push out sooner rather than later. I don't think he sees those tanks there, but if Flash can essentially secure this position soon enough and take the resources, he'll be almost a clear victor here, having 2 more bases and with the battlecruisers. It doesn't look like Hwasin is doing any sort of